It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on in the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Go! To the air with Rush. That finds Elliott complete. And this one doesn't go far. Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Play fake here, Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. From the gun, it's Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. From the gun, it's Daniels. On target to his man, Zacchaeus. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return starts from the 16. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Once again, Elliott. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up. A toss now to Robinson. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
From the 39. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Again, Daniels to the air. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Play stopped by Damone Clark. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Nico Collins, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate? These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they really lean on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Caught near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 21, Cowboys 3. Austin Seibert.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Shaq.
Trying again, following the sack. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Throwing, rush. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake here, Daniels. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 31. Cut at the 10-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal. Daniels back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Fullback dive up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Throwing from near his own goal line. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Dukes out a 1-stop. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He rips up 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Robinson on the inside give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Jukes one defender, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2, and now they have 3rd and goal at the 3. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Dallas.